I'm incredibly excited to announce that my first batch, containing about 45 zillion bucks, has arrived. For those of you that are unaware, Thompson's Coins has the unbelievable privilege of being the exclusive supplier of a brand new and limited release from the Hobart Mint. If you're unfamiliar with the Hobart Mint, I'll include a link in the description to the original video where I just give a little more information about this very exciting project. But the time has finally come. My first batch has arrived. It took a little longer than expected, but as they say, all good things take time, and my first batch has arrived. I'm expecting the balance to arrive of the full 100, probably mid next week. So if you don't receive your tracking update in this batch, probably sometime later next week, you can expect an update. And they are well and truly underway and things are happening. It's very exciting. So to recap this project, a limited run of 100 of the 1 zillion bucks art rounds from Hobart Mint have been not only signed by Tom O'Hearn, but on the vast majority of them, I think on all of them, he's done a little illustration as well. So I'll highlight a couple of these now. And if you're one of the lucky few, I think this is really cool. On a few of the illustrations, he's actually incorporated the number of the coin. So from 1 to 100, some of them have the number in the illustration, which is pretty nifty. The Hobart Mint have been very generous in allowing me to work with them on this project, and one of the things that I highlighted early on is that I love things like this that are a little unique, and I also asked that if it would be possible, I would be really excited if there could be a point of difference on just these 100 coins, because as I mentioned earlier in the previous video, the maximum mintage of the 1 zillion bucks is 10,000. That's quite a large mintage, and I said it would be really cool if I could have just some point of difference on these 100. So in addition to the signed and numbered certificates of authenticity, they've also done a different finish on, I guess it would be considered the obverse. So the reverse is where you have the 1 zillion bucks, the skull design, and then on the obverse where you have the Hobart Mint design. On these 100 only, you will see a slightly more polished finish, and it's a little bit more, I can't think of the appropriate terminology. It's a little more rugged, a little bit more, I guess, in line with what I expect when I see Tom O'Hearn's artwork in particular. So it doesn't have that same matte finish, and around the lettering, it actually has a little bit of that finish on it still. So it has a very cool and distinctly unique finish on it. So if for any reason your art round becomes separated from the certificate of authenticity, that particular round will still be identifiable as part of this batch of 100, which I think is incredibly cool. And I also just wanted to point out and highlight here, I had this nifty poster done up. I don't really have any experience in the graphic design world, but I was very proud of this. So it doesn't actually belong here. I usually put it up in the front window, but for the sake of the video, you'll notice we're in a new part of the shop as well. So a couple of people have emailed and asked for a tour of the shop. Indirectly, you're starting to get that. You're seeing another side of the shop here. I've decided to hang this nifty poster from one of the other display units in the shop. But perhaps down the line, maybe let me know in the comments. Would you like to see an in-depth tour of the shop? It's forever a work in progress. There are always updates and things that I'm changing around, but if you'd like to see it in detail, if you can't come down and visit, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll put together an in-depth tour. But back to the main focus, the 1 zillion bucks. With any luck, they won't sell out before I get the second batch, because I'd really love to put together a little in-store display for these, because I've had a number of people already comment on the poster here and wanting to learn a little bit more about it. But I love the idea of showing this sort of thing and giving a little more context as to exactly what I'm so excited about. But if that's the case and they do completely sell out, I am delighted to inform you that there will be future projects of this nature that I'll be working on directly with the Hobart Mint. So that's the update for now. Zillions and zillions have arrived, and there are zillions more to come, and there is much more to be done with the Hobart Mint, and I really appreciate all the support, all of you that have got involved. I'll put a link in the description as well. I think there's about 30 left at the moment, but I am 100% positive that they are not going to last too long, particularly once they arrive in store. So if you're on the fence, make a move. That's not financial advice, just an encouragement from a very enthusiastic coin dealer. Alright, that's it for now. If you enjoy coin collecting, things that are a little unusual, consider subscribing to the channel. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good one. Though it doesn't have that same sort of matte finish. Oh, that would have been a good pun.